Neerja with a story. Too much love. Too much love, Neerja. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll just take a moment to confirm that the mic is alright. Is my sound reaching? No, it's not. Alright now? Yes. Too much love. If you were the typical Indian parent, you would stake your life and limb upon your children. The danger is that you may love them too much to see the red flags on their journey to adulthood. Dr. and Mrs. Bagchi were held up in society as ideal parents. Their only child, Adya, was the apple of their eyes. She received a textbook education, and when the time came, of course, she was accepted into one of the topmost law schools of the country. For the next 5 years, the Bagchi family sat back and prepared to bask in Adya's reflected glory. Oh, it was a big mistake. They forgot. They forgot that the world outside, like them, has given up authority for liberty, and that would test them all. Sure enough, by the end of the first year, Mrs. Bagchi began to voice concern. Adya doesn't feel like Adya anymore. I have this funny feeling in my stomach that she's married and left us for good. Dr. Bagchi, ever the voice of reason. This distancing is a normal part of growing up. She's a fighter, or she'll be fine. From a Facebook post, they learnt about the new friend in Adya's life, a batchmate named Shreyan. They decided it's an age-appropriate need for companionship in a cutthroat campus. Red flag. One day, there was an anonymous email for Mrs. Bagchi. It spoke of the law campus, it spoke of Adya, it spoke of experiments, it spoke of alcohol, marijuana, relationships. Mrs. Bagchi was still squinting, frowning at the screen when the phone rang. Mama? Without waiting for her daughter to finish, Mrs. Bagchi, darling, Adya, don't worry. Don't let this disturb your academics. Of course, I trust you, baby. Flag number 2, missed. During one break, Shreyan visited them home to meet Adya. The Bagchis didn't like him. He wouldn't look them in their eyes. In fact, they barely exchanged a word. And soon after his departure, Adya took her mother aside. Ma, Shreyan said you threatened him of our friendship? You warned him of our relationship? This new, extra-constitutional voice in their family was another red flag missed. Adya was presenting all the symptoms of her generation's chief new motivations. FOMO, fear of missing out. YOLO, you only live once. And MLMR, my life, my rules. Time flew, as time does, and the family assembled for the much-awaited graduation ceremony. The night of the convocation, Mrs. Bagchi shook her husband awake. Listen, my skin is crawling. There's a terrifying, terrifying expression in Adya's eyes. It is dark, desolate, empty. The two parents held their hands, sat together, and decided, it must be fatigue. Ceremony over, they packed their bags, went home. Adya flew direct to her new placement at Hong Kong. For the first few months, all was fine. Then the disturbing phone calls began. Mama, I am finding it difficult to concentrate, Ma. Ma, I don't feel hungry. Ma, I'm having trouble sleeping, Ma. Shreyan and I have broken up. And finally one day, Ma, you and Pa carry on, Ma. I want to go. Mrs. Bagchi went stone still. Adya, darling, where are you sitting? Ma, I'm sitting on top of my office building and I feel like jumping off. Adya, thump! Mrs. Bagchi crumpled. A siren went off in her numb ears. Oh, I didn't see this coming. I didn't hear it coming. I didn't feel it coming. Did you? Did you? Did you? What do you think killed Adya? Clinical depression or too much love? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.